Now to a U.S. appeals court ruling which could deal a defeating blow to House Bill 2.
The Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals overturned a Virginia's lower court ruling which banned a transgender student from using the bathroom which he identifies with. This ruling establishes legal precedent in 5 states, including North Carolina. Governor Pat McCrory released a statement saying this ruling is just another way the government is jeopardizing privacy. He says the state will evaluate how this impacts our state's similar law.
Campbell University's constitutional law expert Greg Wallace says this could make it more difficult for Governor Pat McCrory to defend our state's new law.
I think it does make it more difficult to defend House Bill 2, at least with respect to the bathroom provision as it applies to public schools and to colleges and universities.
With an opposing opinion, appeals judge Paul Niemeyer said this holding completely tramples on all universally accepted protections of privacy and safety that are based on the anatomical differences between the sexes.
Judge Niemeyer also wrote the Virginia bill misconstrues the clear language of Title IX, which in part fights discrimination. If the courts rule House Bill 2 violates that, federal funding could be at risk.
WNCT's Josh Birch has reaction from here in the East. He's in the newsroom now with more. Josh.
Well, Katie, we're not talking about a few dollars or a canceled concert here. This is hundreds of millions of dollars that could be lost. With school systems already in a tight bind, if federal funding were to be pulled, it would take a tough situation and make it nearly impossible.
If this bill is explicitly discriminatory.
I think it's a right to privacy issue, and I'm really protective over my children's rights.
The House Bill 2 showdown in the state is only heating up, with now possible action being taken from higher courts. If the court rules the bathroom or public accommodation clause is discriminatory and against Title IX, federal funding could be lost.
There are millions of dollars at risk here, and if that were to disappear, especially with the struggles we already have, I'm really not sure how it would be made up.
Uriah Ward is a first-year teacher in Beaufort County, choosing to teach in his home state. Across North Carolina, public schools receive around $861 million in federal funding. Locally, Pitt receives $35 million, Onslow at $22 million, Craven at nearly $9 million, and Beaufort close to $7 million.
They're putting at risk the federal funding that keeps flowing through our entire education system here in North Carolina.
Deborah Ross, the Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate, attacked current Senator Richard Burr, saying HB2 threatens civil rights, jobs, and education dollars. But some don't think pulling funding is appropriate.
I don't think it's fair to take away funding from children or jeopardize their safety.
Frances Allen is a mother of 5 and says her opinion on this has nothing to do with the LGBT community.
I can't fight against a 200-pound man for the safety of my children if he's in there with ill intentions, and that's what I'm more concerned about.
And Republican lawmakers for the bill continue to say this was a common-sense approach to protect women and children. It is important to note, however, that the teen who brought the case to courts in Virginia was born female, who now identifies as a man. Josh Birch, 9 on your side.